Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading. It will be the full Celtic cross. I'm asking for new energies and hopefully positive energies for Aries. As you know, this will not resonate with all Aries. But I do try to reach the majority of you, and if we don't get the positive reading we're wanting, we will work through it, you know. I'm also given a three pile, 3-card reading for you to choose from. I notice it's getting real popular on YouTube, and I thought I would add it. But that will be at the end. And this is the main energies coming though in for all Aries. This is the star card. Someone has hope for something. They're hoping towards something. And the hope is positive. You know, is a star card in the upright. King of Rods, that's you in the upright, taking charge, putting on your crown, and doing what you need to do to get things accomplished with a lot of passion. What's crossing it is your Ten of Pentacles. This is what you're going towards. This is what you're fighting for. Stability, overall wealth, accomplishment, you know. Your goal, what crowns you, is the Queen of Rods. So you could be taking on this energy again. The Queen of Rods feels a little out of sorts, not knowing what to do. The thing with the Queen of Rods, if she or he is slighted, you know, you don't want to mess with them. They get kind of upset. So they're letting people know that they're going for what they're wanting. And they may come across a little, I don't want to say cold, because that's not what the Rod's energy is. Very passionate without letting people get in their way. Let me put it that way. And it could be that they're just trying to get out of a negative situation also. The Queen of Rods, or any energy that's in reverse, isn't always nasty. Sometimes they're not feeling well. Sometimes they're a little bit put out. Maybe they lost work. But anybody can get put in reverse. So I'm going to put that out there right away. The foundation, you might have put your swords down a little bit. You may have decided to see things for how they are with the Two of Swords in reverse. In the upright is when someone is blindfolded and refuses to see things for how they are, and they put up swords, boundaries. But you may be putting boundaries down so you can go towards something. Maybe you had them up before and blocked things. In the past, you were dealing with the King of Cups. The King of Cups can be a water sign. As you know, I do not assign one zodiac sign to a court card, but this could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But I see it more as an energy of someone who's, you know, they're in the upright, they're sound, they give good advice, they're there when you need someone to talk to, and on emotional issues, you know, anything of that nature. Very near future, you may receive a message that you feel like is not what you're wanting in the very near future, or you may send messages that seem not very loving, because you're wanting to do things, like I said, with a passionate nature. Maybe you come off a little bit gruff, is what I'm saying. But there's messages coming in. But you also know, I'm going to start clarifying with another deck, and it can change the whole story up. So what's coming here is, so far as Aries is letting their swords down, they're going for their overall wealth. I do see a lot of messages coming in and forth that are straight to the point, but like I said, a little rough, because here you got the Page of Swords. This is a possible future outcome and advice from the universe. I see as Aries just telling people what they want in life, really. And the outside environment is not exactly happy with you. It's not like they're miserable with the Sun card in reverse. They're just not happy with what you got to say, you know? Your hopes and fears is to go for the things you want with the Hierophant. Maybe you want to be a leader in something. Maybe you need to go to a leader. Maybe you're looking for advice from people that are sound, and you're hoping you find the right people with the Hierophant in the upright. And messages do come in, and you may travel by car, by plane, but messages are coming in pretty heavily, like I said. And I did see that with the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords in reverse. I don't think it's really hateful as it could be. It's more like you're getting straight to the point and telling people what you really want. Oops. Let's see what I didn't call that yet, but King of Pentacles. Maybe you're going for the King of Pentacles energy as someone who is basically solid and stable in society. But let's go back to the beginning. Like I said, it can give us more information and change things up. I'm just telling you what the cards may mean at first. But I do know messages are coming in, maybe messages that you want. So it's not like you're being blocked. I don't see the blockage here at all. I do see people being straightforward though. So let's go back to the beginning of the King of Rods with the 10 of Pentacles crossing it, of overall stability. And remember, this is a wealth reading, but I'm also giving the love reading at the end, so wait for that. King of Rods, 10 of Pentacles crossing it. Why are you there? For Aries, why are you there? I need 2 cards, please. And yes, I do meditate on these cards before I even start on this video. Again, passionate messages. Messages that come in that are pretty abrupt. And the 4 of Swords in reverse. In other words, Aries is coming out of taking a break if they took one. Or maybe they were feeling ill and now they're not. Maybe they were feeling a little loss of motivation in October. But it looks like they're getting their stand again and they're standing up for themselves and they're going for what they want. There's no more taking a break. Foundation. Well, let's go for the gold. Let's go for the gold. Queen of Rods in reverse. That tells me like Aries had a little bit of a blip there. You know, they're wanting to turn things around in their life because things aren't exactly what they wanted them to be. So the Queen of Rods in reverse, while you're there for Aries, is what crowns them with the gold. For some of you, you could be dealing with another fire sign. Yeah, you're trying to go for your overall wealth. You're saying, I'm going to work for this. I'm going for what I'm wanting. And you may tell people, like I said, in an abrupt manner, what you're wanting. It's not that you're trying to be mean. You're just trying to be straight to the point. And it's like you don't have time to worry or to mince words. Because I see with the Queen of Rods, like I said, in reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles as what's crowning them, is that someone is trying to work with this, and they're working very diligently with the 10 of Wands in the upright, almost like they're carrying a heavy burden, but something they want to do, you know. It's not that you're not wanting to do this, but I see you also telling people, this is what I'm doing, and I know it's not making you real happy, but I got to do what I got to do. So let's go back to the foundation with the 2 of Swords in reverse. The 2 of Swords in reverse is, like I said, someone may be putting down their boundaries, seeing things for how they are, letting things back in their lives, going for the things they want instead of blocking everything. So the 2 of Swords in reverse, I need 2 cards for you. 2 cards. Yeah, you're wanting to send messages and stuff. You want to be kind of unchained from a chained situation, something that was keeping you down with the Devil in reverse, but you're also looking forward to getting messages in with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can be an earth sign too, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but I see this as someone coming towards you with prospects, or you offering prospects, you know, good ones. Now in the past, you had the King of Cups, someone that is very supportive of you, someone whose emotions are in check, and they may be a friend, maybe they gave you advice, maybe it's someone that can give you advice. So, King of Cups in the past, why are you there? For Aries in the past, what's going on? I need 2 cards, please. 2 cards for the past energy of King of Cups. 2 cards will come out. Ace of Cups, yeah, King of Cups may be offering you something you love, something you cherish, something that will help you because you're not feeling really independent right now with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You're not feeling like you're getting gain. So this person may offer you something in the past. Like I said, it may not have happened yet. We're all in a different timetable. So this may still be the future. So someone may offer you some support, like I said, gifts, love, you know, things that you need, something like you will really desire, something that you care for. And it is because you do not have gain, and so they're going to be there for you. But like I said, you're going to be given messages or receiving messages that are pretty straight to the point. They're not going to sit there and be worried about your feelings, and you're not going to be worried about theirs. It's not that you're being mean or anybody else around you. It's just someone needs to get the message across that sometimes is not well received. So the Page of Cups in the very near future for Aries, why are you there? Why are you there? 2 cards, please. Oh yeah, lots of messages and lots of very to the point energy. The reason why you are doing this or someone's doing it to you, I'm thinking most of you are doing this, is giving messages straight to the point because things seem to have come to a dead halt or too slow with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I see the Page of Swords going after what they're wanting, and it's a very fast energy. So this may happen pretty quick, and I see like the messages coming through. I'm seeing you want to come unstuck. And again, messages with the Page of Swords here. Possible future outcome and advice from the universe. The advice from the universe, I think, is because messages are so, out there and to the point that it could be the universe saying soften the way you talk to people, or people that are involved in you, if they're watching this, should soften the way they say things, because it comes out kind of wrong and messages are going to come in. So the Page of Swords in reverse while you're there for Aries. As a possible future outcome or advice from the universe, I need 2 cards. 2 cards, please. Yeah, made very, very well. It's saying, like, if you don't hold back and you come across kind of cross, I don't think you're mean to, or maybe you are, that it may not be well received, It's better to attract flies with honey, So it's saying just to watch your words, because it could come off kind of wrong. Or, someone should watch their words with you, because it could really come off as wrong. I don't think it's a disaster here. I'm just thinking people are going for what they're wanting, and, and they don't have time to, worry about people's feelings as much, or they're not thinking about it. So the outside environment, someone's not quite happy with you, they're coming towards you. It's not that they're hating you, because with the Sun in reverse, it's not the worst card in the world. It's just something is just not 100%. And maybe that, like I said, maybe you said something wrong, or they said something wrong, and people just aren't happy with 100% happy, I should say. So the Sun card in reverse is what's coming towards Aries. Why are you there? And let us know what's going on. Yeah, collaboration. King of Swords, you can be dealing with Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or someone who is very intelligent, someone that gives good advice. They want to collaborate, but they're not happy with you because, like I said, the words or the communication is wrong. So the moral of this story of how you deal with this and work through it is just to watch your words and make sure you say things clear, but also realize that, don't hurt feelings. And like I said, vice versa, someone should not do this with you. Now, your hopes and fears, you're looking for good advice, you're looking for contracts, you're looking for stability. With the Hierophant in the upright, a lot of people argue with the meanings of it, but there are so many meanings. And when I see this, the Hierophant there, it could be someone that is a leader that you need to go up to, or that you are seeking this for yourself to be a leader in society, something that is solid, something that is stable, that everybody looks up to. So the Hierophant in the upright while you're there. For Aries, I need 2 cards. Jumping into something new and becoming the Emperor. Yeah, I'm seeing you as just wanting to take control, and you're going into something new. I've been seeing it all year long, and I saw it in your solar return reading. You're the only one I gave a solar return reading because people have trouble with it. I don't think Aries will have trouble with it, though. I do see solid contracts. I see you going into something new. I see you being a leader. I'm seeing you taking control with the Emperor in the upright, and that is an Aries card. The Fool card jumps into something. They just dive into it without thinking about it. And I think that is the only downfall, but you're wanting to dive into something. The only downfall is that when you're doing it, you may, step on some toes. That's what I need to say. You may step on some toes, but it's looking like you are going to get communications in. Let's see what's going to happen with those communications, and then we'll do the love reading, relationship reading. So the 8 of Wands in the upright is the final outcome for Aries. I need 2 cards, please. Then we'll sum it up. I think I already summed it up. 8 of Wands in the upright while you're there. 2 cards. You got people that are rooting for you, that's for sure. Yeah, communications. Oh, definitely communications and travel is coming in. But like I said, not everyone's happy with the Sun card in reverse. It's not, like I said, the worst card in the world. It's just, you need to make yourself clear and say, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, I'm just trying to do this. Or you may ask them if they're being kind of where they're stepping on your toes to clarify things. That's the only warning I see here, but I see good communications, fast communications. This energy is going to come in pretty quick. When I see this wand energies, especially the 8 of Wands, things happen pretty quickly. So Aries, to sum it up, and this is very quickly, you're taking on your crown because you're trying to get your overall stability and your wealth. You're no longer taking a break, and you may step on a few toes doing it, is what I'm saying. And you, like I said, I still see you doing it. You're willing to take on a burden or work hard for what you're wanting. You want to be unchained. You're putting down your swords. You're seeing things for how they are, and you're sending your messages forward, and you're accepting them with the Page of Pentacles of finances. You do have good support. Someone is willing to help you to help you gain your independence because you weren't getting it. Communications, like I said, watch the communications, even if they're going a little slow, which I think they will come in quick, but you are going to, Aries going to think they're coming in slow, or the people around them. But the advice from the universe is be careful about what you say, because, people feel like they got, stepped on their toes, or clarify what people, say to you. Go to them and say, what exactly are you trying to say to me if you're unhappy, if you're the unhappy one? Because I see it as people unhappy with you. They want a collaboration. They're going to get straight to the point, but the person that's getting straight to the point is a very wise person. So if this is business, you may want to listen to them and slow down, because I feel like they want to communicate, but somebody is not happy with the situation, and that, like I said, is the only warning. I see Aries wanting good things come in. I see they want good control. I see they want to jump into something new, and they want to be a leader in whatever they're doing, and they may very well do it. The only warning is to watch how you present yourself, and others should watch how they present themselves to you. In the end, the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. They are in the upright. This is someone who is sound, stable. They're looked highly in the community. Maybe you're taking on this energy, or you're going to meet up with this person, or you're going to meet up with influential people. So I see Aries being successful. They're always successful, but they always got something a little bit in the way that tries to distract them. And so that is it. If you get over the distractions and don't let, things bother you too bad, and just go the course of where you need to be, you will be successful. The ones that are watching my readings, a lot of you will be. Of course, we're all on a different timetable. It doesn't happen all at the same time. Now, because this isn't love, I don't think this is love. I see a little bit of love in the past. Someone's offering you love and kindness, but that could be friendships, and business too. So we're going to do the love readings. 3 cards, 3 piles. You pick whatever's drawn to you. And sometimes people pick more than one. That's okay, because they think 2 of them are speaking to them, 2 different piles, or even 3. So I need 3 piles, 3 card reading for Aries. First one, I'm putting out 3 cards, please. I need 3 cards for the first pile for Aries concerning relationships or love. And I do not read these in reverse, and I don't fan shuffle them because they're almost ready to break and they're really expensive. I'm going to try to get them fixed. I need another pile for Aries. Oops, something wants to come out. Watch for deceptions. But I want 3 different cards. 3 cards for the second pile for Aries. 3 cards for the second pile. So it's like a pick 3, but not as pretty, but accurate, and you're seeing me shuffle them, 3 cards for Aries for the third pile love reading. Okay, let's see what the first pile says, and hopefully it tells us something more about love. Let your friends help you. Remember I said that in here, so if that has anything to do with that, because this may be an absolutely separate reading with the love, but it may include this. Let your friends help you. Let your friends help you. Let that King of Cups over here help you that's offering you something. That's it. It says to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I disagree. I think what it's saying here is let friends help you. In other words, don't retreat. So maybe I should read these in reverse. But you do have a soulmate connection coming in. It could be the King of Cups. It could be a water sign for some of you. But it could be that it may also say retreat from harsh words, I think you should let people in, but watch your harsh words. Retreat from that, because you'll be talking to your soulmate. You don't want to irritate them, Third pile. Healing family issues. Past life relationships, karmic relationships, no, not necessarily karmic, a past relationship, a soulmate relationship. There's passion there. So heal with a past life relationship, and passion will return. So you got to allow healing to return. And if I were to associate with this reading is to watch your words and allow the healing, talk it out, because you could be dealing with a soulmate, and you regain passion. If this is what you're looking for, you can heal. It's saying you can heal. Definitely. with this past life thing. And believe it or not, and I know, I'm thinking it's someone from your past, but it doesn't always have to be, because sometimes we haven't met our soulmate yet, but we still need to heal from them, because we may have been injured by them, or we injured our past soulmate in another life, and then we need to heal it in this lifetime, if that makes any sense. So that could be it too. I just thought I'd put that out there, but it looks like you can heal from a situation and deal with your soulmate. Ooh, third one, romantic feelings. Or well, you've got a wedding, so you may have a wedding coming up, or a commitment. You know, because a lot of people don't marry, but they act like they're married. This situation involves marriage. In other words, a wedding can come up, and there'll be romantic feelings, and it's safe for you to love this person that may want to spend the rest of their life with you. So yeah, you may very well be wondering if you can trust this person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, the one you have very, deep romantic feelings for. It's safe for you to love them, it's saying, okay? I hope I get this all in here. Let me do this. I have to do it this way because I got to get all the cards in. But there's a view of it, and I'll upload this soon. It takes a long time to upload on YouTube lately. That's why I don't upload more than one reading at a time, okay? Because it's just a hassle, and it'll take hours and hours and hours. So I try to do at least one a day. And I'll talk to you later. And looks like you're going to be fine. Just watch your words and realize that a lot of you got wonderful love situations coming up. And don't fret over it, okay? Bye.